Hey there, Aaron Darjan here from Call Center Mastery and got another client interview here with Gabe Gertson. He's in the financial niche, absolutely smashing it right now. Gabe, give me a really quick bit of background on yourself so everyone knows who you are, where you are from, and just a bit about how long have you been doing this for as well?
Yeah. So I actually was living in California, sold everything I had, and moved to Brazil to pursue a dream of being an entrepreneur, if you will. Had no idea what the F I was doing and was on a journey and ran into a lot of different trials and tribulations. And I guess now I'm here and, working my way up to the top, as some people would like to say. But
Yeah, man. Love. And how long have you been doing the agency stuff for?
For about like a little less than a year to be I niche hopped a lot in the beginning and was doing a lot of BS, but realistically, like less than I would say about 6, 7 months really on this type of direction I'm going. But
All right,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, love that. What was it like before working with Call Center Mastery? Like, what kind of issues were you having?
So I think for me specifically, what I was coming across is having faith in the product and what I was selling, which obviously affects the sales because of the results you get. And I think that right now in social media markets or SMMA, there is literally everyone doing the same exact thing. And ads are not working, I feel like, as they used to be. And especially in my niche, but I think all the niches, there's a sales problem with the consumer or the clients that they have. And converting leads into conversations is like the main reason why you're there in their life, right? Because leads don't mean shit if they're not actual conversations. And that's a huge thing for me. It was like I would bring clients on and it was never a great experience for them. And unlike, I feel like, I don't know, many SMMA guys, but I take pride in my clients' happiness. And it ruined me waking up every morning knowing the fact that like, I knew that they weren't happy. And
Yeah.
I was just counting the days before they left. And it was just a nonstop, just like churn and moving on to the next. And some SMA gurus and stuff are going to preach the fact of like close as many guys as you possibly can right now so you can get as much experience so you can get better results for your future clients. And that's a see people preach often, which there might be merit to it, but at the same time, there's no reason why you can't like deliver results to clients you have right now and focus on them so that like you don't have to have any churn, you don't have to have no confidence or screw people over. So that was my life beforehand. And I got into some groups and stuff. And I realized like getting into so many different groups that are broad, like broad topics, SMMA, things like that. It is like so broad and niching down is so like, it's changed my business. And why wouldn't I apply that same logic to a group that I follow too, which is this group, which is a very niche group that's focused on one thing and it's converting leads into conversations. And I think that's the main point of this group. And I think that's the main because anyone can run an ad. You can go on YouTube and learn how to run an ad like this and then deliver results to your clients. But it means F all if they're not conversations. So that's really where this main pillar or this main thing in call centers is going to really transform your product, which ultimately transforms your sales. And that's what it did for me. Um, Before I came onto the group, it was a struggle. I was like worrying how I was going to pay rent, all these things. And I just had that feeling in my heart when I came on the call that I was like, shit, like perhaps it's a huge leap of faith, but I preach that same logic and same concept to all the people I want to close. So why can't I do the same for myself? So I
Mm.
just took that leap of faith and it was a struggle and I did what I have to do. But from the day I signed on to the group, it was worth every single dime. I've not seen any sort of type of hands-on coaching that I have seen with any other groups out there. Like you hop on every single call every single day of the week and you're there to answer even when they're not on the call. So if I send any questions to you, you're always responding and you're making sure that all the people in the group are fed and that
Mm.
they're getting what their money's worth. And I think it's undercharged to be a matter of fact. I think you should be charging way more than you should. Like 100%. Because
Yeah.
the results is gonna, and this is where I really freaking love about this group is like for two people, is the people who are like don't give a crap about all these automations and tech side because you teach them how to set it up. But at the same time, for the people like me who love that shit and I'm like a nerd about it, you teach why you need to do it and the concepts behind all of it. So this is knowledge I'm going to be able to keep for the rest of my life and be able
Yeah.
to implement and design and like customize the whole system for myself and for my clients, which is worth more than anything else is learning it, right? Or else I could just hire you to do it yourself, which You know what I mean? I think learning it is worth more than that. So you kind of get both like best of both worlds with that as well. So
Yeah,
I think
man.
it's nuts.
So now looking forward, what do you think the biggest impact call center mastery has had on your agency?
After I signed on, I kid you not, I think I 3x. I don't even know the numbers right now, but to put it this way, I had one of my clients yesterday that I signed on after I had you, and he sent me 7 referrals in the past 3 days.
Wow.
7 referrals, and he's getting me onto a group with a bank to do a whole pitch for like a group of 100 people because he loves the results are that good. Never was able to do this without a call center, right?
Oh, dude.
Um,
Love that, man.
but
That's so
nuts.
good. And how hard would you say it was to actually implement the call center?
Yeah, no, to get it starting board, like I wanted to get it done ASAP. It was super simple. The everything is there's it's hard to miss anything. Everything is lined up. And I was really what I really value much about this program is the fact that not only is it taught that not even give you side by like how to actually implement it, but why. And that's more important to me than anything else, so that I can actually understand the methodology, how to actually, I don't know if you want to use the word programming, but you can implement this for the rest of your life and use these concepts for like customizing all the different automations on your agency and all that. So it's more important to me to actually understand than just like set it up and have it set up just for temporary. And that's just by far worth way more money than you can imagine, you know? It's like
Yeah,
learning.
dude. That's something that I've tried to do as well. It's like it's not a case of like, hey, click this button, and then just get on with it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to explain why you click that button. I think that's really important because it's not about the skills, even just for the call center. The skills I'm trying to teach are so translatable across all other parts of the agency, right? People have taken the original skills, they then go and build something completely different with the skills that we taught them originally. So yeah, I'm glad that you appreciate that, man. That's a really big,
Huge.
yeah, really big part.
Some people like just want to get it done. It's not their like cup of tea. I freaking love it. I'm a nerd about it, and I've never really like gotten the chance to learn. And it was like a 2-in-1. I get to like set it up and then learn how to do it too. It's really cool.
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly that, man. Yeah, yeah, I'm glad you like that, dude. And so, what kind of fears or worries? Because I know that when I'm right in thinking that you were at like 3K MRR before jumping into this program, right? And so it's gonna be quite a scary jump, if that makes sense, right? So, what kind of
mm-hmm.
fears did you have, like before jumping into course in the mastery? Did you think, oh yeah, let me just ask you the question before I keep talking over myself. How, what fears or worries did you have around CCM before jumping in?
Yeah. The main thing was number one, like, is it gonna work for me?
Hmm.
Two is like, am I in the position to make an investment like this? Because like it's tough. And you all know, especially if you're an SMMA, that you're on these sales calls trying to close people to make an investment into your platform program. And try to, you know, set that frame that they have to take that leap of faith. And so it has to apply to you have to apply that logic to yourself. And something like this, where it's super niche, is really going to help you transform like the product and your clients, and better yet, your confidence on the sales calls.
Mm.
So for me, the leap of faith was like tough because financially, like it was not, I was not in the right position. Like I had to take, like, I had to actually throw it on a credit card, not knowing if I could even pay it off. Um, and I just followed my heart, did it, and just hustled. And that's another idea too. Is like when you can't afford it right now and you make it happen some way or another, like you're gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? So it's like very scary for me, but at the end, now I realize how much of a bargain it is, and how under like how cheap it is to actually hop on something like this. It's like the value is just over the top what you get out of it.
I'll tell you what, man, I didn't realize you were in a situation like that. So genuinely, like I thank you for trusting me. And
Mm-hmm.
I know it was Ryan who you spoke to originally. So thank you for
Mm-hmm.
trusting Ryan, thank you for trusting me. And dude, that's no the fair play to you, man, for taking that jump. Like I was obviously I know the product's good, but trying to convince someone else, especially like in some of the situation like you, like only making 3K a month and having to put on your credit card and stuff. So yeah, dude, fucking great job
It was
on
nuts, dude. It
yeah,
was
yeah, good
nuts.
job.
That was just like this because I told him, I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can make the next payment though. Like, I'm like in this position where like, well, can we split this up? Like, I don't know. But I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna make it happen. It was like I've done this too many times for me to be like, it's not my first rodeo on that part, but it's worth it,
Yeah.
man. It's like way worth any type of like community I've bought into. But yeah, it's
Oh,
just
bro,
nuts.
yeah,
Yeah.
fair play to you, man. I
You should
love
listen to
that.
that last call if you can dig up that call with him. It's kind of funny. I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make this happen.
Dude, I remember listening back to the call and I was saying to Ryan and I was like, because I knew it would work for you, but it's still at the same time, it's like in my head, I was saying to Ryan, I was like, dude, like this guy, I said to him at the time, I was like, I can see that he's wants to make this work. I'm even more convicted that he's gonna crush it because of the fact that he's so like you're so decision like let's just do it. And so I knew you were gonna crush it. So it was one of the things where I said to Ryan, I was like, just watch this space, like because that's the thing. Ryan's so convicted on the products as well, which helps. Obviously, he sees all the testimonials, he sees everything like that as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when someone's like, "I'm going to put this on my credit card or whatever," right? Like it does make you feel a little bit like, "Oh, dude, I really hope this works for him." And so
Yeah.
and when
Trust
it
me, I'm in
did,
the
it's
same
like
shoes.
yeah, and when it did, and even for your own service, dude, like that's why conviction is so important because if this was like a product that I had maybe when I first started business, my product wasn't very good, right? Like it's you learn over time, right? And so I'm talking about 6 years ago, 7 years ago now. And so if someone said to me 6 years ago, hey, I'm going to put this on a credit card, it has to work for me to succeed, then I would be like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do it, right? But with this product,
Yeah.
even I would genuinely back someone getting a loan out or anything for this because I know it. I know how powerful it is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
dude, it's
absolutely. I remember feeling like an asshole doing that to my clients because I didn't have in my heart that I could really provide the results. But now I'm on the calls, like you can hear it in my voice because I saw proof with my clients that it works. So when you see that proof, you don't feel bad about putting them in that uncomfortable like financial position because you know it's going to do nothing but better their life.
dude.
And so like you feel it and you actually want to help them now. Like it really transforms your attitude about how you view yourself and your confidence because I know all these SMA MMA owners are selling shit that does not work. I know. I see it over and over again. And I'm like, there's like you guys are just copy and pasting stuff. Now you can copy and paste, add this on there, and boom, now you're better and different than everyone else. And you still do the same type of ads that you did before. It's more powerful than the advertising, in my opinion, for sure.
100%, man. And the other thing as well is that the call center, it's not like a get rich easy quick kind of thing. Like you have to put a
Yeah.
lot of work. You have to watch the videos. You have to learn. You have
Yeah.
to hire the people. Like you have to do all this kind of stuff, right? And so the other beautiful thing about it is that it actually separates the guys that are looking for the quick SMMA wins and just to get some piffs into the door so they can flex some random watch or whatever, right? This program separates us from them because the people that are willing to put a little bit of extra work in and actually go to the next level, they now have the call center that works, gets them better results, and now they're leaving their competition in the dust,
Mhm.
right? Like, so anyone in
Yeah.
the financial niche now that goes against you who hasn't got a call center, dude, you're gonna fucking kill them. Like, it's insane, you know?
Yeah, but it's not only just a product that you're selling. Like you're not only selling like how to set up a call center, right? Why and how like or how to set it up, but also like how to know how to set it up. But most importantly, like you're investing in yourself in a way where like you are learning how to manage a team, how to build it. Like I'm obsessed with
Mm,
investing with myself. So this is something that's going to carry on with you. Like all the practices that how you teach how to build it, like train people, how to set up like payroll, all these different concepts and making it super easy to do. Otherwise, like all these other agencies and stuff, they make it a little bit complicated than it should be. However, you like show the nuts and bolts of every aspect of the call center. And this is not something that's just going to be like, if it doesn't work out, your estimate doesn't work out. It's just like, shoot, I lost that investment. No, like this is something that you can carry on to any entrepreneur, like any type
yeah.
of business that you want. These skill sets are so valuable. And it's like, it's worth every, it's like, there's so much you get out of it beyond just like how to set up a call center. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
100%. Yeah, cool, man. And so when it comes to obviously, making money, that's obviously the most important thing. What was your MRR before start? I think you said it was 3K. Right? What was your MMR before starting Call Center Mastery, and what's your MRR now?
Yeah, so my MRR was around three-ish. It was dancing around three-ish to four-ish K, excluding like PIFs and all that, right? And I think everyone should go the direction of just MRR, not do PIFs. But anyway, so it went from that to now I'm like at 15. And I think this month's gonna break, you know, it's mind you, I've only been in this for like two months or so. So
Yeah.
uh and then you also consider the fact that like there was time in between of me setting it up and hiring people, training them. So if you think about in the scheme of things, I actually at like probably a month I got like of time to focus on actual acquisition, which I didn't even like the sales are just different. You know, your closing rate's going to go so much higher. And then also you have proof like to show people that it actually works. And even if you don't get closes, like in my niche, the sales cycle is a lot longer for some of these clients of mine. But if you're honest to the people you work with and you show them the proof that it will work, that these numbers like all the conversions and that they have to take care of the rest and just like shoot the ball. Like you pass the ball perfect every time. They just have to shoot. You don't have to have like case studies. You don't have to have all this proof that like, oh, they're closing this much. It's like, no, like I know this works. I just need the right people to work with me. That's how you can close too, because you don't necessarily need like people making a bunch of money. Just show them the underlying proof. And I think that's helps a lot in the closing with my clients too. So
Yeah, man. I love that so much, dude. Yeah. Well, look, Gabe, I know we've got to run now, so I
yeah,
really appreciate the time. Really appreciate you jumping on and doing this with me.
brother to brother, man, I really appreciate your help and everything. You've been crushing it.
I'm excited to keep seeing you grow, man. I know you're gonna, like I said, I know you're one of them guys that's gonna crush it. So yeah, just super
Yeah.
excited to see you go to the next stage. And yeah, man, let's do it.